One morning, Peppa was playing in her grandmother's garden. Birds were chirping, and butterflies fluttered around the flowers. As Peppa bent down to examine a tiny rosebud, a soft light suddenly sparkled. When she looked closer, she saw a group of tiny beings, rose fairies. The rose fairies wore pink, red, and yellow dresses, and their wings shimmered like rose petals. Peppa asked excitedly, "Are you really fairies?" The fairy in front smiled and nodded, "Yes. We are the rose fairies. We came to plant colorful roses to make this garden even more beautiful." The fairies pulled tiny rose seeds from their pockets and began sprinkling them across the garden. But just then, a strong wind blew in. The seeds flew in every direction, some over the fence, others up into the trees. Peppa looked worried. "What are we going to do now?" The rose fairy replied bravely, "If we work together, we can find all the seeds." Peppa quickly called George, Susie Sheep, and Danny Dog. Together, they formed a team. George found a seed under the tree. Susie carefully picked up a tiny seed behind the fence. Danny gently sprayed water with the hose to prepare the soil. Peppa helped the fairies replant each seed in the right spot. All day long, the children and the fairies worked side by side. By sunset, rose seeds had been planted in every corner of the garden. The first rosebuds began to bloom, and the garden shimmered with shades of red, pink, yellow, and white. The rose fairies hugged Peppa gratefully. "Without your help, the garden wouldn't be this beautiful," they said. Peppa smiled happily. "Anything is possible when we work together." From that day on, whenever Peppa visited her grandmother's garden, she always spent time with the rose fairies, sharing in the magic of the blooming flowers.